Hi everyone, Sandra here, and today I wanted to talk to you about Amazon Audibles. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. I'm late to the game, like I usually am with a lot of new things, because it's not new, but it's new to me. I got introduced to it a few months ago by my son. He wanted me to listen to this book that he loved, and he had it on Audible, so he got me set up with a membership, and I listened to it and I really liked it a lot. And then that's when I started looking into the program a little bit more, and it's Audible books is what it is. Now if you've ever listened to books on CD or something like that, then you know what I'm talking about, only this is on your computer or your phone. I use my phone pretty much for this, because I have found that I really like listening to books. I started listening when I was in a car, because I had a lot of driving to do, and that was really nice. But the more I got into the book, the more I wanted to read it. So I started just turning it on my phone a lot. Now, normally I listen to the radio a lot, and at first, because a few years ago a friend of mine said I should listen to books on CD or whatever, and I wasn't into it, because I said, no, I listen to the radio during the day, and it's not that I don't like change or anything like that, but sometimes I'll just not even pay attention to what's on the radio. So I didn't see the point of having a book going if I wasn't actually going to listen to it. But that's not the case. It really does keep you interested, and so you do pay attention. So anyhow, I got the app here on my phone. Here's my little icon there. And this is how I do almost everything I need to do on Audible. I have an Android phone, and with Audible, if you have Android, you can shop straight from the app. If you have an iPhone, you can't. I don't know why, but you have to go to audible.com, either on your phone or on your desktop, in order to actually buy books. So that's probably a downside for those of you with iPhones. But what it is it's a subscription service. So if you have like Netflix or Spotify or something like that, then you're familiar with how subscription services work. The difference with Audible is it's not unlimited like Netflix is. So you pay, I'm on the 1 credit a month program. So it's $15 a month, and you get 1 credit. That credit is good for any book they have in their library, and their library is huge. So you can choose other memberships, and in fact, I think if you pay yearly, you get the best bang for your buck with credits. But there are a lot of other perks that go along with it. First of all, if you're a subscriber, you get a really great rate on almost all their books. In fact, probably all their books, just I haven't looked at them all, so I can't really tell you, but it's at least 30%. Every month they give you 2 free Amazon originals. Now these are books that are exclusively on the Audible thing, and there's 6 of them, and you get to choose 2 of them for free. And then throughout the month, they'll have different discounts on several different books. Sometimes they'll put bestsellers on special, where you can get those really inexpensively. And then they also have this program where you can get discounted credits. They'll sell them at a reduced rate. Now how this all works is, like I said, you get the credit, and it's good for any book they have. But say you're on the program like me, where you only have 1 credit a month, therefore 1 book a month, right? Not exactly. You do only get the 1 credit, But you can also buy those books outright, and you're still getting that reduced 30% or more, because sometimes they'll just have these sales going on, and a book you really want can be as little as $5. So you wouldn't want to use your credit on a $5 book when that credit could go to buy a $40 book. So you see what I'm saying? And it makes sense. Like, I'm in the middle of reading this really big book. It is, I'm looking in my library right here. The app is really awesome. A lot of great stuff on here. But I'm in the middle of the complete novels of Jane Austen. So I finished Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice. I skimmed over Mansfield Park because I don't like that one. And I'm just starting Emma. And then there's one more, can't remember the name of it, begins with a P, whatever. So that entire book that has all those novels in there is just over 81 minutes of reading time. What a deal. What a deal for me. So when you get your credits, you know, make sure they count. And you can buy different programs for more credits per month, but I'm just talking about the 1 credit per month. Another one of the perks with Audibles is that once you buy that book, you own that book. So if you ever cancel your membership, you get to keep those books. They're always yours. Unlike Spotify. My one son is a huge person on Spotify. If he were to cancel his membership, those songs go away. He does not have access to them anymore. That's not the case with Audible. Once you buy the book, you get to keep the book. And sometimes if like, I read regular books, hardcover books, and I also read on my Kindle and now the Audible. But sometimes if you're shopping like for a Kindle book, they will throw in an Audible for free or for a reduced rate. So make sure if you have a Kindle, you look for that as well. And sometimes if you are shopping just in the Kindle section, it'll have a little button there for just the Audible version, and you can get some really good deals that way too. And then if you feel that you know, you don't want to do the monthly subscription anymore, or maybe you have a bunch of books and you haven't read them, so you know, you just want to cancel, you can go ahead and cancel because there's no contract. And in fact, you can re-sign up at any time, and that's fine. There's no penalties, no anything for that. And in fact, I've heard from people, I haven't done it myself, but I've heard that once you cancel, within the next few weeks, Amazon will be sending you some emails with some discounts in order to get you back. So, you know, there you go. You could save some extra money that way too. But to start off with, Amazon's got a really good deal going. So they're trying to get people to try this to see if it is something for them. And I really encourage you to, if you like books, if you're a reader, whether it's, you know, self-help nonfiction, or if you like stories, because I kind of dabble in both of them. And I am a really big reader. So if it's something you're thinking about, something you'd like to try out, then make sure you do, because right now for new members, a trial period, they're giving 2 free credits. So that's 2 free books, and at the end of your trial, your free trial, if you don't want to stick with the program, which of course you don't have to, you still get to keep those books. And you know, you also get those other perks I mentioned too. So that is a fabulous deal. And I have, I'll put a link down in the description box for that. But they have other discounts on memberships too. I can't remember them all, but I know there's one if you're a person that really gets into romances. They have a special membership just for that. And If you think this would make a great gift for someone, you can purchase gift memberships, and I think they go anywhere from 1 month to 6 months or something, and I think you get that at a discount as well. I'll put links for all of them down there just so you can check it out. Another good thing about the Audible program is you can actually return a book. Yeah, that's right. If you start, listening to it and you maybe don't like the narrator, or, it's not what you thought it was gonna be, you can actually do a return or an exchange for that book. I believe you have to do that on the desktop version. I haven't done it myself. I've only read about it. But it's definitely a good perk. I mean, you can't do it if you watch a movie, and you don't like the movie. You can't return it, you know what I mean? So that's a good perk. Another thing I like about Audible is you can preview the book. Now, some people don't think that's a big deal, but I do, because there are times when you don't like who's narrating this book. You think they kind of suck, But a lot of the times there will be different versions of that same book with different narrators, and then that way when you preview the book you can see hear which one you like the best. So that's a definite bonus there too. Another thing I like about it is that when you're listening in the app and you have to stop listening for whatever reason and then you come back to it, it puts you back to exactly where you left off, and that is awesome, especially if you're reading more than one book at a time. So all you have to do is go in there and click on that book and hit play, and it'll put you to exactly where you left off when you finished reading earlier, and that's really cool. One place I don't listen to Audible is in bed at night, because if you're like a lot of us and you tend to fall asleep while you're reading, especially in bed, yeah, Audible can go on for hours. And then you got to try and figure out where you last remembered reading it, and then you got to go back. So in bed, I tend to use my Kindle, because Kindle, once you don't turn the page, so to speak, it'll just shut down. It'll go to sleep, and then, when you wake up, you'll see where you left off. So don't go to bed with your Audible on unless, you like to try and play the game of where did I leave off. It's nice doing it in your car too. You can do it through that Bluetooth, and the buttons that you have to like seek, if you hit those, you can go forward or back by 30-second intervals, and that's really nice too. They also have a wish list, which I really like, because if I see a book that I want to get but maybe I don't have credits and I don't like the price it's at right yet, I'll just go ahead and put it in my wish list. Sometimes those books will end up going on sale, or they'll just have a sale all the way through, like a certain percentage off, and then I can get that for less money, or I can remember the name of it or whatever in case someone asks me what I would like as a gift. It has a really good library in it that, you can find your books super easy, and just overall, I really do like it. And if you're a reader, or you travel a lot, or you just have downtime, and, I think you should try it. I think it's a really great program. And if any of you are Audible customers, subscribers, let me know down in comments how you like it. What has been your experience with it? So far, I really can't say anything bad about it. I really do enjoy it, and I'm not a TV person, so I'm not paying for Netflix or anything like that. But I do enjoy this, and I do think it's worth the money. But if you want to try it, like I said, go down in the description box, click one of those links, and try it for yourself. The worst you'll lose is you won't lose. You'll gain 2 free books. And that's great. It's really, it's a good thing. So anyhow, thanks for watching the video. Thumbs up, subscribe so you can get all these videos as soon as I put them out. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Anyhow, it was nice talking to you guys, and you take care.